sprint car for the first time in anger tonight. And believe me, when you're inside one of these things come past you really quickly. So let's see how the 16C of Kyle Glover, as we said, the Speed Shop and Champion Freight sponsored car goes. He's got a fast flyer behind him of Caleb Bourne, who will run him over if he's going slow for sure.
Well, as one of his pit crew told me at the practice, he kept coming into the pits looking for the clutch. That's after I'm a TQ, but he just no clutch in those things.
Oh my God! Stand by, folks. Here we go.
Right, they're coming round into the start box, and away they go. And Corey McQuillan just got away to a good start over Jacob McIntyre there, and he leads them out of the first turn. And Bailey Patterson's pulled up into that third spot. Now he dives on the inside of McIntyre, and he moves himself up into second. Oscar Harcourt in that fourth position from the 77 of Jaden Dodge, who was trying to take the lower line, and he might get past Harcourt as the wheels come up off the track, and he does so. He moves into that fourth position. Harcourt back in fifth. Then it's Connor Rangi in the 57 Daltons car. But I'll have to go back and look at the front of the field, because Corey McQuillan was coming under a wee bit of pressure from Bailey Patterson as they came out of that turn. Now Patterson's taking it to him. He's right on his tail as he throws it into the Wee Bye Cars Town Bend. He's got the high run, but he can't get past him at this stage. So it's still McQuillan from Patterson. Then we've got McIntyre. Then it's Jaden Dodge in that fourth spot from Oscar Harcourt. And then we're looking outside Harcourt, and it's young Jamie Duff flying through there with Connor Rangi in behind him. But we'll have to go back to the front of the field. I'm sure Mark's got the camera on these front boys as they come down past the start-finish. It's Bailey Patterson. Well, it looks like he's increased a bit of the lead. He's got over Corey McQuillan there, although McQuillan fights back a little. McIntyre dropped back a wee bit distant in that third position, but he's got some heavyweights in behind him. As Jaden Dodge is there. There's so too is Oscar Harcourt. There's Jamie Duff trying to get the better of Connor Rangi as they go down that back straight, but Rangi's got it back again. But Patterson from McQuillan, McIntyre comfortable in third. See if 77 Jaden Dodge can catch up to these front three. Oscar Harcourt, with a motor that only went in on Tuesday, hasn't had a run this year, is putting in a superb drive. But here comes Connor Rangi. He's rounding up. Howie got that corner wrong, and Duffy slipped right through underneath him and moved up a spot, but Rangi says, no, I'm having that back. He puts his boot up it. The white flag comes out for the first of these Dalton SummerSlam heats tonight, and it's 5, Bailey Patterson, that goes down that back straight. He throws it into that turn. He'll come round and he'll pick up the checkered flag for the win. Second home will be 12, Corey McQuillan from Jacob McIntyre, Jaden Dodge. Then we go back to Oscar Harcourt holding out the 19 of Jamie Duff and Connor Rangi. Caleb Bourne coming through next, I think, ahead of the 15 of Steve Duff, Daniel Anderson, Adam Evans, and well, Kyle Glover stayed out of trouble. He's finished the race, so that's all good to see.
How good was that, Ruapuna? Bailey Patterson keeping control of that bucking Bronco of a sprint car. My God, he got close down a couple of those straights there. But good stuff to you, Bailey. You managed to fight the devil there, and you got your way into the lead. 13.7 seconds, 0.2 of a second faster than anybody else. But that was a hell ride for you, mate. We were all watching you, and you outdrove some of the favoured drivers here at Ruapuna Speedway. Congratulations to you. Engaged. And certainly taking a different style around the racetrack these days, but man, those wheels will be going up at some stage.
Yeah, and then we've got the old man who has done, well, not old man, but from the ranch bar and grill, Daniel Anderson, who's done so much for the sprint car class and bringing out some of these American drivers sitting there on the next row. Well, we're all set to go, and the flag's dropped, and there's nothing in it as they pass the start-finish line, but it looks like Caleb Bourne has got the jump on Adam Evans as they fight their way down that back straight. Not long until they get into the turn, and there's a gaggle of cars, some on the inside, some on the outside, falling through. Daniel Anderson had the right front wheel up as he went past us just here. He's holding in that third position. And would you expect Kyle Glover's just dropped back to near the tail of the field fairly quickly. Oh, who was that? Corey McQuillan just had the front wheels right up on the car as they went through. But we'll go back, and it is Caleb Bourne that's setting them the task this time. Catch me if you can. Adam Evans holding that second position from Daniel Anderson. Then it's Jamie Duff from Steve Duff. Oh, Evans got over the cushion, got himself caught, and it is Daniel Anderson just moved up into that second position, so perhaps we should watch that third spot because Evans is having a few difficult times there. How's he got this corner done this time? Better this time. We've got Jamie Duff in behind. Then it looks like Connor Rangi's made a blast through the pack. Got ahead of Steve Duff as they come round, but no one's going to catch Caleb Bourne. Connor Rangi just blows past Jamie Duff. Can Jamie get him back? Yes, he does on the inside. So there's a big battle going on there. Caleb Bourne jumped the quish himself that time, but he's got such a commanding lead, it didn't really matter. There's still a good battle going on further down the pack. There's Anderson, Evans, Duff, Rangi. There's Bailey Patterson, got ahead of Steve Duff. Jaden Dodge in there having a good battle with Oscar Harcourt. And then the 88 of McIntyre, Kyle Glover and Corey McQuillan. Oh, there must be still some drive in that track as Caleb Bourne came off that turn and the front wheels came up before he even got near the straight. But he clicks another lap off, picks up the white flag in the BMG. Brian Hum Contracting. Avon Insurance car coming through now. He swings out of the prison bend for the last time. It'll be Caleb Bourne who takes the checkered flag. Second home will be Daniel Anderson in the 46 car. Just ahead of 98 Adam Evans and Jamie Duff. Then comes Connor Rangi holding off Bailey Patterson. Steve Duff Jr. sitting in there as well, having managed to keep ahead of Oscar Harcourt from Jaden Dodge, Jacob McIntyre, and Kyle Glover and Corey McQuillan. But battles all over the place in that particular heat of the Daltons Summer Slam Series.
Yeah, what a great race that was, and it was Caleb Bourne persisting there. He got the jump at the very first lap, got past Adam Evans, and really just shredded them. So that extra racing that he's been doing in the last few weeks has really paid off. And of course, it was Adam Evans taking out second. A fairly quick time for him, 14.0 seconds. Just watching those lights coming on, folks. Good to see the new lights here at Ruapuna Speedway coming on for the very first time. And of course, third was Jamie Duff. So the Duff man getting into a good position. So good racing there by Caleb Bourne. There you go, folks, the 4 wide salute. It's what the sprint cars do every time. It's your chance to show your appreciation. A bit of applause and clapping as they go past you at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, Ruapuna Speedway.
Connor Rangi and Jacob McIntyre fill that third row with Jaden Dodge and Oscar Harcourt on the fourth. Fifth row, Corey McQuillan and the 98 of Adam Evans, and off the back, 15, Steve Duff, and 16, Kyle Glover, as they get themselves set for the start of this Dalton Summer Slam feature here on opening night at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, Ruapuna Speedway. Here we go. The green's dropped and it's Caleb Bourne on the inside, but Bailey Patterson, he's gone, he clipped the wheel there and he's lost. Yeah, well, he's lost about 8 places there in that one, with Caleb Bourne getting out in front and doing the business. As Jamie Duff moved up into that second spot with Connor Rangi. One to make a big move was the 77 of Jaden Dodge, moved right up into that 4th spot. As they come round, in behind the Dodge, as there's nothing much happening there at the moment, is the 88 of McIntyre. Then we go back to Daniel Anderson, Corey McQuillan, Steve Duff, Oscar Harcourt. But Caleb Bourne's on a mission in this one. Kyle Glover just holding out Adam Evans at this stage. Oscar Harcourt chasing the dirt down the tail of the field. But Caleb Bourne and the Avon Insurance Brokers car comes through It's Jamie Duff holding that second position, with Jaden Dodge now moving up one more, got into that third spot, getting the better of Connor Rangi. The boys are well spread out round the track. McIntyre in that fifth spot from Corey McQuillan. There might be a change. Bailey Patterson making a fight back, coming up on the inside of Daniel Anderson. Meanwhile, someone jumped the quish there big time. Jaden Dodge. Jaden Dodge is yellow's come on. Not sure what has happened there. Oh, part of his wing. I just saw Jaden Dodge go down, and there's bits of a rod sticking up, and that'll be why. You look at the 77 car, the inside wing is gone. Yeah, that might affect the handling a little bit.
Yeah, frightening moment going into that corner, and your wing destroys itself. These cars are so aerodynamically reliant, and that wing just absolutely destroyed itself going in there. No wonder he jumped the cush afterwards and put the frighteners up himself. So 900 horsepower, really needs some sort of help with these wings. Chances are he'll probably keep racing. I know what he's like. Or has he gone to the infield?
No, he's still there. He's still fourth car on the track. Oh, yeah, no, he's been called in, I would say.
Okay.
Well, normally they have an option, but if they deem that that's not safe, that's the only reason.
Well, we watched the two young guns fight out that first corner before, and it was Caleb Bourne coming out on top, beating Bailey Patterson. Patterson not giving up, rode a wheel and almost put himself out of the stadium. But good to see good hard racing at the sprint cars so early in the season.
Yeah, certainly Caleb Bourne is on fire there. He looks like he's opted for the top side, but hold all tickets, because I see a push vehicle lining up beside Jaden Dodge.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh no, now it's backing off. So obviously someone said no, he's safe to do, but someone else has said no, he's done. So that's that.
Well, here's a big moment, folks. Caleb Bourne knows that he's got Jamie Duff beside him. Jamie Duff's had the wood on Caleb Bourne for many, many years, but it's Caleb Bourne that's got the confidence at the moment. He's already won a feature race, remember, and he'll be doing all his best to keep out the Duff man in that beautifully presented 19C sprint car. Just about set to go here, Warwick. It's going to be an intriguing few laps.
It certainly is. As they come round, the pace is rather slow from Bourne, and there he puts his foot up and he's gone as the green flag goes. Oh, a bit of dicking and diving down the back. Oh, man, that all happened because of that messy restart as they got tangled. And that's the 46 car of Daniel Anderson that has, well, done a few little rolls there. It's landed back on its feet, but no doubt the man's been shaken around again.
That was a horrifying crash there, folks. We were watching it right in front of the commentary tower, and Daniel's car was airborne for at least 50 or 60 metres there, getting dragged along the track and finally tumbling to its end. Wow. Hopefully everything's okay with Daniel in there, and the car looks like it's really destroyed itself. The wings fallen apart. And certainly chaos at that restart, wasn't it? Just
yes.
That one little wobble there, which...
yeah, a slow pace.
Yep.
And then when Caleb went, everyone else went, and maybe Mark caught it, but one or two just got a wee bit out of shape as they came there, and they just touched, and it sort of carried on. We thought we got away with it, but as they jostled for position at the start-finish here to take that corner, poor old Daniel wore the worst of that.
It is a frightening moment, folks, because what you don't realise is when they put the accelerators down, you've got no control at that stage. You're really in the gods of what's happening in front of you. And of course, Daniel come across a moment which really amplified itself into a massive tumble. And if he gets out, folks, let's give him a good round of applause, because that was a big one. There he goes, folks. He's out of the car. Give him a round of applause. Daniel Anderson. Okay, Adam Evans got a couple of bars tangled up in his front bumper, so just tearing that out so it doesn't cause any more disturbance. But
it looks like a Nerf bar from someone.
Yeah. Daniel Anderson just being ushered to the infield there. Good to see him walking under his own power. And I know our friend Joel Myers Jr. will be very concerned about Daniel's well-being here, but he looks good, mate. And he looks lucid. He'll be bitterly disappointed, of course.
Well, he's going to come off the track anyway.
Yeah.
He's get away. Now, if you like the old sprint car racing, don't forget about the Hydrolink War of the Wings series. Round 1 will be here at Ruapuna on December the 17th, and they go to Cromwell on December the 30th. Greymouth on January the 13th. Ruapuna back here on the January the 20th. Up to Nelson, January the 27th. Woodford Glen on the February the 9th. And the final rounds out at Ellesmere the next night on the 10th. So, yeah, plenty of sprint car racing in that series.
Yeah.
And, of course, we've also got the Mike Greer Holmes Quarter Midget Series. The round 1 is in a couple of weeks' time at Ellesmere on November the 26th. Then they go to Nelson on December the 8th. Then we go to Ruapuna on the 17th. Greymouth on March the 30th. And their final round is at Nelson on March the 31st. That is the Mike Greer Holmes Quarter Midget Series.
Well, still 20 laps to go in this feature, and certainly the drama's playing out. I see Bailey Patterson's got some damage on that car as well, but we know that he can drive around problems for sure. No issues there. Corey McQuillan getting pulled in here, having a, looks like a warrant of fitness inspection, but don't think that's going to slow him up. As long as he can get the green light from the officials, he'll be racing again. A good performance by Corey tonight. He's a registered driver from Nelson. He lives here in Christchurch, but
that doesn't look good because the wheels are turned infield.
Yeah, not good. Okay, probably swearing under the helmet there. They love to get their laps here, certainly when it comes to the feature races. So the Duff man, has he got the experience to outmaneuver Caleb Bourne, who's driving very well at the moment? And let's see if he can put a slide job on Caleb Bourne in the first couple of corners.
Yeah, it must be just something on Corey's car, just like Jaden Dodge. We can't get the information of why that's pulled off, but there'll be a Nerf bar or something missing, and those sorts of things.
Bailey Patterson's wings destroyed itself in one corner, but still deemed to be suitable enough to race. And let's see how far that young fella can get through that field. He's certainly not scared of it.
Right, we're getting ready for the restart. And this time, single file, all underway, pretty good. Caleb Bourne just carrying on where he started. But this time he's got 19, Jamie Duff, a little bit closer in behind. Then the next one on the track is the Connor Rangi from Jacob McIntyre from Invercargill. Oscar Harcourt's gone up in the dirt, and he's lost a couple of spots there, or one anyway. Kyle Glover probably wasn't game enough to put his boot up it then and managed to stay behind. He's coming under some pressure from Bailey Patterson and Adam Evans. And Patterson, well, he managed to get past there with half a wing. It won't be helping the handling of that car as he goes round. But Caleb Bourne's still got a bit of work to do, because Jamie Duff, another 16 laps, and Duff's still sitting in that second spot. A little bit of distance back to Connor Rangi, and the Daltons car goes through. And he'll have to watch his back by the looks of things, because Jacob McIntyre is only half a dozen car lengths behind. Here comes Caleb Bourne, Avon Insurance Brokers BMG car, trying to keep up there in the dirt. Jamie Duff had the low line that time, and he actually closed up a little bit. See what happens when he comes out of this turn. Oh, he just kissed the wall there, but he's taken the short way round and has made a big dent in that lead. So Caleb Bourne still taking the higher line, trying to keep the momentum up, but Duff's matching him by staying down low, getting a wee bit of drive just right off close to the pole line as they come out of that turn. And he's certainly hunting Caleb Bourne down. Go back to Connor Rangi in that third spot. Just trying to keep my eyes on what's happening here. Jacob McIntyre in the 4th from Steve Duff, then Bailey Patterson, Oscar Harcourt, Kyle Glover, the 98 of Adam Evans. It looks like Caleb Bourne's recovered a little bit. He's gained another couple of car lengths over Jamie Duff, and I see Jamie's come up a wee bit higher on the track that time. Certainly getting some drive down the straight as you see the front of the cars lifting. But he's content to take it nice and tight down the town bend. Oh, he got through. So up. So a good move there from Jamie Duff. Didn't see it myself, but it looks like Caleb must have struck some problems here and got up on the wall, and Duff has shot through. Still Connor Rangi in that 3rd position. So now Duff rounds up Adam Evans, is going to put him a lap down. Caleb Bourne still in 2nd. They're well stretched out in this Daltons SummerSlam feature race. Bit of smoke coming out of the McIntyre car. There's an oil leak or something there. And a rear rotor, well, a rear rotor on both those cars, including Steve Duff's, working pretty hard. They're glowing. But Jamie Duff down the back straight. He's got the rookie sprint car driver Kyle Glover in his sights as he comes down with about 5 laps to go. Oh, he's come high off the wall down to the infield. Well, inside of the track, I should say, not on the infield. He's still racing hard. He's going to go around Kyle Glover this time. He comes up high, just a wee bit of dirt there, and it's Glover still holds him out down the straight. This time, Jamie Duff. Well, you must say Kyle Glover's got his foot up it. Not going to give it to him too easy, but he makes it that time. There he comes up on Oscar Harcourt, who slows dramatically. Oscar goes to the infield. So the white flag is going to come out this time for 19, Jamie Duff, as he goes round. Caleb Bourne still holding that 2nd spot, but he's nearly a 1/3 of the lap down. But into the last turn he comes, the 19, Jamie Duff. He'll come through, get the Daltons SummerSlam checkered flag for this feature win. Caleb Bourne in that 2nd spot from the Daltons car itself. Connor Rangi coming home in 3rd place ahead of the 88 of Jacob McIntyre from Steve Duff, Bailey Patterson, Kyle Glover and Adam Evans is the final finisher.
There you go, Ruapuna. The Duff man brings the feature race home here tonight. Look at him going around the outside on the wall there, celebrating his victory in style. And he really worked over Caleb Bourne, didn't he? He put the pressure on for lap after lap after lap. Caleb Bourne made that mistake, and the Duff man pounced. So a great result there for the fans of Jamie Duff. Does a couple around the turns 1 and 2.
Oh, yep, there he goes, the alley car. Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Here he is, Ruapuna. Jamie Duff celebrating his feature win here at the Racecourse Hotel and Motor Lodge, Ruapuna Speedway, taking out the first heat of the Daltons Sprint Car Summer Slam. Yeah, what a great return to form it is, Louise, for Jamie Duff.
Well, that was the Caleb Bourne and Jamie Duff show until about lap 15, where Caleb just made a mistake on the pit straight there. Jamie, you've got to be really happy with that win.
Yeah, stoked. We didn't have anything for Caleb, to be honest, but that's a rough curb out there tonight. We're lucky it caught him out. It caught us out a lap or two earlier, and we just about junked the car, but very interesting race.
So you won the feature at Cromwell a couple of weeks ago, feature winner tonight. You're obviously feeling very fast in this car.
Yeah, same car we've had for 3 or 4 seasons. It just works. So the boys do a great job. We're struggling a little bit in the heats at the moment, so we've got some work to do there, but can't thank the boys enough, the sponsors on the car, Napa and Christchurch European, Alliart and Pro Crew. Very loyal, very good friends. So yeah, thanks very much, and thanks to the crowd for coming out on what could have been a miserable night.
And one question,
right
just because
there.
I'm sure everyone is wondering, did those donuts make you dizzy?
Yeah, I think I blacked out.
A very well-deserved celebration for Jamie Duff tonight, our feature winner here at Ruapuna Speedway and the winner of round 1 of the Daltons Sprint Car Summer Slam.